All right. Should be live. Let's see, my internet's being really weird right now. Probably because it rained for the first time in forever. I'm not sure what the deal is. But if there is some buffering, I am sorry. This is not my usual setup still. My desktop is still out of service, sadly. I'm waiting for repairs on that. On the plus side, though, I have moved around my desk, so my bird is in the frame now. This is a travel cage. I call his party cage. This is not his normal cage. His normal cage is like 10 times the size of this, literally. This is just where he hangs out right next to me, so he doesn't just fly around the apartment, which he gets to do that too, but just in case you want to get a parakeet, do not put them in a cage this small. It's not nice to them. It's not cool. But he's happy in his party cage. The door is usually open, so if you see him fly out, it's fine. I'm aware of it. It's something he does. All right. So, here we go. What I'm working on today is my Aarakocra Ranger. I have no memory of starting this model, but apparently I started it at some point like a month ago. Kickstarter is going great. This is the stretch goal I am working on. We are at 77, which is amazing. That means we have now unlocked the Goliath Fighter as well. Super fancy. There is a link in the description, or there should be, to that Kickstarter. But yeah, hey guys, I'm happy everyone is back. I missed live streaming so much, so I'm really happy to be back. Again, it feels weird because my tablet's like a normal human person size instead of like a small TV. I got so spoiled, guys. Anyway, let's get to it. I started this model so long ago that I have this really ugly matte cap on here. So I downloaded the matte cap that I like. So if I click on brush, or I got a material, I'm gonna load in the matte cap that I like. I just downloaded it off of ZBrush before I started this.
Everything looks and sounds good.
Thank you, honey. There we go. Fantastic, that looks much nicer. And this is before I painted my model, so first thing I'll do is probably paint this guy. Or woman bird. Dave says, are those D&D things like Kickstarter? You got it, they're all STLs. All right. Also, I'll show you guys my concept art. I have to slowly, weirdly click it across because I don't have a mouse next to me because I don't use a mouse. Slowly clicking this across my screen. All right, this is the concept art I have for this. She is not going to be an owl, even though I do love this. And yeah, that's kind of my inspiration for this overall. Gonna be pretty simple. I'm planning to do some sort of either an attack pose or something really chill. It's gonna be like either extreme. I don't want to do something like this where it's like kind of dynamic. I want to do it like very simple or very dramatic. If you guys have a preference, let me know. All right, I have scooted this back over. Let me reorganize my chat so that way I can see my concept art and I can see you guys talking. Lovely, I am all set up now. Fantastic. Dave says, I'm the guy who always complains about the STL world not having enough post-apocalyptic mutants for sale. Yep, I remember you. And I don't do those, so yeah. Sorry, man. All right. So let's get some color on this, because now I always do color. Also, I started sculpting this really simple bow from scratch because my only bow I have connected to a quiver. So I'm glad I saved it, but it wasn't very helpful for me. So later on this live stream, you'll see me trying to split these apart because I am a goofball and I forgot. Oh, you know what? They're polygroup. Sweet, that won't be that hard. Anyway, let's get some color on this model. Also, these wings are a lot of points. Let's decimate these really quick. You guys can't see because my head is in the way, quite literally, but under my face, that's where I have my poly count. It's at 500,000 points right now. I'm going to put it down to like 100,000. Okay, I'm glad you guys can see my bird now. I know you guys can't see a whole lot because the screen is super small, or my box. Hi, nerd. He won't even look at me. Hello. He's like thinking about running over, but he's not sure. Just waiting for this to decimate. All right, there we go. Let's do like half the amount of points. Perfect. So it looks exactly the same, but if you look, this is the before and this is the after. Still looks exactly the same. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm just trying to show you guys that there's a reduced poly count here, and I do this because I'm using a way weaker machine than my usual, so I don't want to bog it down. I'm also gonna hide the wings while I color this model really quick. What color should this bird be? Dave says, don't know if you read my first print, my Lego failed. Oh no. On the test print, one chest rook failed, and the other time it was near perfect. Could be plate leveling, which I didn't do. Yeah, probably. Sandra says, I think a simple standing pose would be nice for this. That sounds so much easier, so I would like to do that. Kat says, have you done any more sculpting since your treasure chest, Terry? I thought it was a cool sculpt. Yeah, it was a super cool sculpt. All right. Maybe like, I feel like doing a bluebird would be kind of weird. It feels so good to be live streaming, you guys. It's been way too long. You know, we're gonna keep her just her normal boring color, and I'll start changing the color of the armor at least. I'm planning just like simple leather armor. Maybe like a, is this a shirt? This is a shirt. Probably just do this in like a nice foresty green because she is supposed to be a ranger, if I remember this correctly. I should probably know because I'm making this. So I was playing with colors and hues here, trying to grab which color I like the most. It's changing the color of the entire model because I don't have any colors assigned. Xander says bluebird. Yeah, I think a bluebird would be nice. But it might be kind of hard to color. We'll see. So you can see I'm going over to my color palette right here and clicking fill object. And if you look right here, whatever tool I have selected, so see how the pants are selected now, and they're not colored in the preview. Once I click fill object, you'll see it pop up here and it'll actually have color on it. These colors look pretty gnarly together so far, but bear with me, they'll look very nice once they're all done. I'm curious how many problems I'm gonna run into because I made this model, I blocked this out a very long time ago and my techniques weren't quite as good. They weren't bad by any means, I've learned a lot since then, even just in the past few weeks. So I'm very, very curious to see how much of this I'm gonna end up undoing. I'm just gonna do a normal brown bird. I'm gonna add some more interesting colors after the fact. Let's see, you guys are chatting away, I love it. Skimming through. If you guys have anything you're saying specifically at me, just put at M3DM, otherwise I'm probably not gonna see it. So someone said it should be like parakeet blue or green or yellow. Those colors are really saturated though, and I don't feel like they don't look super good on this. I'm just gonna go with simple brown, I think. Just for now anyway. Those are looking pretty nice. I should do the same blue as my parakeet, but I think that'd be hard to do. Zach says, hooray for more bird, right? He is a cute. Are you the cutest? Okay, I've opened up his little gate, so he might fly out. We'll see. There we go. Hey, look, cage is open. He loves chewing on my pen. You're so cute. You guys probably can't tell, but He's chewing on it. Terry says, do you have live chat on M3DM? I don't. I have talk chat like usual. Oh boy, there's a lot more messages now. Thank you. I keep forgetting to do that. You change your default. I had a nice color picked for this. Why didn't it say? Ah, I see. They're all different pieces. See, this is why I color my models as I do them now. It's so weird to not have it already done. So I'm thinking I'm going to color her more like a red-tailed hawk, just because, one, I really like them, and that's what I grew up with seeing in the country all the time, and it'd be an easy color scheme to do. So for all of those reasons. If you guys don't know what a red-tailed hawk looks like, it looks like a hawk with a red tail. It's not super complicated, but they're very pretty. Let's see. I see something that Kat said. I know it's usually funny. Let's see. Terry said, or she's talking to Terry and says, maybe a pally paint turned off. I only say that because I never do that. Why isn't this changing? Oh, oops, gotta turn on the brush. I've done that 100 times, yeah. Dave says, poor folk like me will have to use this as a skin for a skeleton to be animated. I assume you're talking about my model, and to be perfectly honest and rude, but honest at the same time, this wouldn't be used for animating at all. This isn't set up. The topology for this is complete disaster. I even just decimated this. I mean, look at this. This is not for animation. It could be. You'd have to retop it by hand, though. All right, let's get, I like this more muted color, but let's try if I can get a better green. It's a little brighter. That's nicer. I like it. I'm gonna change my min connected points to 1, so that way when I try and smooth the edge of the shirt here, I can. So it looks like this is its own piece. That doesn't need to exist. I'm going to delete that. Oh, it did that dumb thing where it deletes all the subtools with it too. It even warned me. I still said okay. I think I'm so used to all the Windows warnings. Whenever you try and say something in Windows, it's like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So now when programs give me like genuinely good warnings, I just click through them, which is my fault, I know, but. Kat says red-tailed hawks also have a very distinctive call. Yes. And Xander mentioned the same, because one lives in his yard about 50% of the time. I love them. I just think they're the coolest. They're like the only birds we had around, because I had a Maine Coon. It's a kind of cat growing up. The only reason that matters is because if you've seen a Maine Coon, you know why. They're really big cats. They're kind of like small lions, essentially. And he was this incredibly good hunter. We had a bunch of blue jays around, which are kind of like the assholes of birds, but they're very pretty. Anyway, he ate all of them. Like, I'm not exaggerating, guys. We had like 2 to 3 blue jays on our door every day for a month, which is a lot. It's like 100 blue jays. So then they were gone. We never saw any birds. So I was actually excited to see hawks as a little girl, because I'm like, oh look, birds. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna paint these wrappings too. Those are actually sculpted onto the model, so I will need to poly paint them directly instead of just filling the object. I'll grab my paintbrush, probably do this dark brown. Make sure this is selected, and just scribble in some paint. I know I already sculpted a tail for my Aarakocra monk, so I am not going to sculpt this tail. I'm going to just take the other one I already have done. I also want this object to be filled. There we go. And then maybe that could be a more interesting color. But maybe not green. You know what? Green is fine. It'll help make this match, I guess. Once I move this all around, it'll look better. Terry mentioned we have so many blue jays that hang around for the winter too. Oh yeah, no, they're around constantly, all seasons. All right, looking pretty good. Let's see if I'm glad this is polygrouped the way it should be. I have this really weird thing going on with the head. I'm not sure why that polygrouped like that. I'm gonna split the eye into its own point. There we go. And so now I can just make this all the same polygroup. And let's go ahead and paint the eyes. I'm thinking like a really bright yellow. Or has like really dramatic eye colors. That is definitely not yellow. There we go. Kat says we have Stellar's jays over here. I don't think I've ever seen those before. Or I might. I only know like 10 birds. So that's one of the 10 birds. That's not one of the 10 birds I know. I'll probably look it up after my stream. Alright, so now I'm just painting the beak a slightly different color. And I'll do that same treatment for tips of the hands, even though they're just weird people hands right now instead of claws. I'll definitely fix that. It's kind of a weird color actually. Not sure if I like that. Let's see if I can pick a better brown. That's better, it's kind of more reddish. Matches the clothes more too. There we go, and I'll use the same color on the ends of her wings. Get those back here. Change this to drag rectangle. This is looking much, much better. Let's get some red in there. Maybe less red. Just red tinge, there we go. And I'm thinking to go for a deeper brown on the tops of the wings. There we go. Going in with like a slight highlight on the very, very tips. And now the wings look super cool. All right, good enough. I now have color down, which makes me much happier. There we go. Are you starting the party in there? Yes. He's being very quiet, seeing very good. Maybe he's camera shy. Go ahead and delete the tail because I know I'm just gonna be importing the one that I already did. Hey, Celia's here. Hello. It's been a while. So right now I'm going through and I am making sure that all of these are subdivided and then adding thickness to them by going to my panel loops button right here. So I might need to adjust the thickness for this. Change this to like 0.02. See how that looks. There we go. I'll go through and pretty much do the same thing for the rest of it. Celia, remember the Kickstarter? Not happening for a while because the 3D printer broke. Aw, that sucks. All right, those look decent. I'm going to go ahead and merge that. So, Xander says, start over. You should make an Aarakocra penguin. No. Sigo says, on happier news, I decided to finish the low index on Pokemon Moon. That is much happier news. I didn't play Moon, I did Sun because it was brighter and happier, and I didn't finish the dex. I've never finished the dex in any Pokemon game. I know, I'm a fake gamer girl. Anyway, I really liked that game actually. I thought the story was very good, which is saying a lot because it's a Pokemon game. I don't think it's supposed to have like a revolutionary story, but I thought it did a really good job. See, it says, which I did, so I had the shiny charm, and I'm shiny hunting. See, I say I'm going to complete the dex to get the shiny charm, and then I just never do. But I'm very excited about it. I put like 80 to 100 hours in the game, like just being super tedious and getting everything that I like, and then I just stop playing. I will complete the dex one day, in one game. I got really close in Sword because, you know, the dex was so much smaller. Oh well. I would just love for anyone who's like not familiar with Pokemon be like, what are you talking about? What? But yeah, on a fun side note, I grew up playing Pokemon and I then grew up and didn't stop playing Pokemon. So it's been like a love affair since I was around 4 to 5 years old to now I'm 23. Trying to figure out what piece this is. Usually if you hold Alt and click, it will select it, but it is not wanting to for some reason, and instead it's doing whatever that is. I've noticed that if you have your move brush on and try the Alt click to select new pieces, it doesn't always want to do it, and instead it does those dumb little like glitch pieces you guys saw. Let's see. Oh, Zaxa says resin question. That's a good question. That's related. Are there any other resins you've tried that you're impressed with? I'm really digging Marilab's AMD3 lead resin. I have not tried that. Ricky and I are pretty stuck to, like, we tried a lot of different Anycubic colors and some Malayu, and some weird off-brand one I can't remember. But we'll be trying a lot more ones to make videos on. We're gonna buy a bunch tonight actually. So, hey, maybe I'll try that too. Let's see, Terry says, if you're after clear resins access, Anycubic clear is awesome. And I can attest to that. So I don't know if you guys saw, but on YouTube, there was a leak of the newest Anycubic printer, the Anycubic Zero. Ricky has his headphones on. Anyway, they sent me one. I've had one for a few months now and not been able to tell anyone, but someone else leaked it, so I can talk about it now. So I have a free printer from Anycubic, but it's not going to influence my review because I didn't know I was going to be able to keep it. I was expecting to send it back like any time, but I asked for it back. It's a really small desktop printer. Like it has like half the print bed size, but the same height, and it's like perfect for printing minis. It's a little expensive still. I think it's like 200 or 180, so it's really close, like the same price as a normal Photon, but it's a really cute little printer, and I will have a review on that somewhat soon. So yeah, just like a cool side note. I was so excited when they contacted me. I'm like, oh my goodness, free stuff. Let's see, what was I doing? Ah, yes, I was merging together different pieces, trim pieces, and I was trying to get this dumb piece selected. There we go. Terry says, sweet. I don't know if you're talking about Zax's Photon as printing stupid fast or making a free printer, but either way, yes, they are both very sweet. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and merge this down. So I'm pretty much just simplifying all of this stuff to get closer to posing this model. And I should make some bags at some point. Oh, you know what? I have pre-made bags finally. One day I will sculpt a bunch of hand gestures too, but not today. I saw someone in my Learn to 3D Model Discord had done like a bunch of hand gestures, like fists and stuff like that, and like grips on stuff. I don't know how I still haven't done that. I was kind of embarrassed. I'm like, I'm a professional 3D artist, and I sculpt hands from scratch every time, and I hate it. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna do it, guys, at some point. It still feels so weird that this was all like pretty much already done. How do I not remember making this model? When you make so many models in a month, you start to forget how much work you've done sometimes. Saxa says you should make a bunch of your own boots and shoes. I know. And then, yeah, Terry says hands and boots. Sandra says the more you do, the better you will be at it. You're right, but I will still bitch and moan the whole time. No, actually, I made those boots for my fur bog, and they came out super cute. So I kind of like doing shoes now, actually. I just like complaining. I can't believe how quiet my bird is being. He's being so good. Ricky and I left this morning to pretty much have breakfast in one of our local parks, and it was super fun. We fed a bunch of squirrels and geese, and it was great. But that means we didn't hang out with him first thing in the morning, so he just yelled and yelled and yelled all day while we weren't here because he was pissed. So I think he's all worn out. He's all like talked out. I know, he didn't come back. I know, it was terrible. Kat says, I still sculpt almost everything from scratch because I work hard, not smart. I love the honesty. But on the flip side, working hard is always a good thing, honestly. Usually you're getting something out of it. As long as you're not working like painfully inefficiently, which I know you don't. Everything you do, even if you end up covering it up later, is sculpted well. So at some point, you'll be super fast at it. But I still find your comment very funny. All right, it's looking pretty good. Sandra said, did any goose attack you and steal the bell? I'm assuming you're referring to that goose game, which I've only played like a level out of. Actually, no, I saw Ricky playing it. But no, the geese were very nice. Terry said, yesterday during the lesson, I was getting frustrated manually making folds in the cape. So I broke down and got the fabric brush from Bad King. Then realized the poly count was so low, that was the issue to begin with. Well, I'm glad you learned overall. But, yeah, I'm sorry. I know it can be super frustrating. I'm super proud of you guys for like sticking to it though. This is coming out super nice. Make sure these are all the same poly group, so in case when I merge the trim onto this I want to move it around, I can. There we go, it's all the same piece now. Kat said, I should probably get some brushes. Sculpting on my folds, my hand is getting old. right? Like the first time, like I learned to do it by scratch first, and I was like, this is the best way to do it because it's gonna look the best. I have the most control over it. And after a while, I was like, oh my god, I don't really care. And if you look at like clothing folds, they're pretty random. Like obviously, there's general patterns, whether or not it's in compression or in tension. Other than that, they're just kind of like zigzags. So I'm just like, eh. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, because we talked about Pokemon earlier, that's what I'm listening to, because I'm a total dork. It's a mix of Rain and different soundtracks from Pokemon. It's quite nice. I highly recommend it. I don't know how I didn't mention that earlier. I just completely forgot. All right. Let's see, Terry says, also added frame mesh to my UI. Still need to do the panel loops macro though. That frame mesh is so handy. That's awesome. See, like, just in like that moment, like I'm so freaking proud because you now know like frame mesh means, you know what panel loops are. Like, you've come so much farther than you probably realize, but good job. Bruno says, I love falling asleep with rain sounds and waves, right? It's the best. Terry says, I learned so much yesterday, to be honest. Splitting mask bodies, a fold thing, tons of stuff. I'm glad, I'm happy to hear it. Very happy to hear it. I mean, you've gotten through the worst of it, honestly, which is just like this constant having to fight the UI, which there's still gonna be more of that, trust me. I still do that regularly, but it gets better. You've gotten through the most boring part, I think, because now you can at least like make stuff, and that will really help get you through it. Once I see people make at least one cool thing, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna learn stuff. But until they do make something, I'm always like, I don't know. It's so easy to get discouraged. Because I have people join my Learn 3D model tier and drop out all the time, which is totally okay. Fortunately, no one has given me like rude feedback, which honestly I wouldn't even take personally anyway, because I'm very confident in how good my lessons are and how much I can articulate different things when it comes to ZBrush. But it is nice that I haven't gotten any bad feedback. Kat says learning ZBrush is like learning a language, period. Yes, that is so, so true. You start by learning the words, and the more you learn something, the more complicated sentences you can speak in ZBrush, it'll start snowballing. That is a very, very good example or analogy. Terry says, hi Kat, or hi Kat. Yeah, your stuff is amazing. It's true. Kat is super freaking good. All right, can merge these pieces together. Gonna make sure that these are all the same. Yes, there's a bunch of polygroups here, so let's make it all just one. There we go. Now merge these together. Sweet. This is looking much, much better. This is kind of weird, like design-wise. It's like, what do I want to do with this? I think this piece just needs to come down farther, or just not exist at all, and I'll have the shirt tuck into this top piece there. Yeah, it just needs to be smaller, I think. We'll see. I like how the back of it looks. This part of the design is a little unclear though. There we go. I just need to separate it a bit more. Much better. Let's see. Skim through this again. Saxa says, you need a lesson on making snoots boopable. I really do though. Kat mentions, I spend 90% of my time just trying to figure out the design concept, and like 10% of it actually sculpting. Concept and designing is so hard for me. I think it's easier for me because I just do it. The first thing comes to mind, I'm like, oh, well, I'll just do this. It might not be the best decision, but let's see. Xander says, with only 8 days left in Kickstarter, how much do you think you'll get total? Let's see, 7,700 right now, so I imagine we'll stop somewhere between 9 to 10,000, because my other Kickstarters both hit over 10, so this one will probably hit 10 as well. So we'll see. That'd be awesome. Terry says, I just really need to use reference pictures. Everyone does. I get lazy and don't put them up, so I work 10 times harder fixing stuff that doesn't look right. Oh boy, I can so relate to that. All right, but I forgot to do a timer, but that's okay because I just started. So I've been live streaming for about 38 minutes. So I'm a little over by usual, but that's okay because a lot of this was just painting, so it wasn't much rest work. So let me get an interesting render on this and then I'll take like a 5-minute break. That is very dramatic. I like it. We'll go with it. Let's see. Kat says, lately I've been looking at some amazing shape / form sketches by George Yu. Well, I'll look at that right now. Yeah, these are really nice. I can see how this tied into your hard surface modeling as well. So, if you guys are curious, this is what artist she's talking about here. So it looks like it's a lot of like futuristic car designs and just like mechanics. Very, very cool. I like it. Per usual, I forgot to download my little, my like coffee break sign essentially. I'm just drinking water today. There we go, I grabbed my little sign. And bam. As I mentioned before, I do this because I upload all of these live streams for $10 patrons to view at any time. So I like for it to be easy if they're clicking through it to see at what points was I working, at what points I wasn't working. And obviously, if you guys were to leave and come back, it makes it really easy for you guys too. So yeah, and there you go. I'm also going to put the chat on the other screen. Bruno says, no Zelda cool background. I know, sad face, because I'm not on my desktop, I'm on my laptop. Sad day. All right, let me move this chat over here. I have like 100 emails right now. Oh, it's because I did my March theme vote for the next month's poll, or next month's theme. So everyone has lots of excitable ideas. Someone's asking for Star Trek or sci-fi things. So for everyone that's watching this live stream, I will pretty much never do sci-fi stuff until I like fall in love with like steampunk probably. I'm really excited for cyberpunk. I do enjoy it, but it's just not happening. I like doing fantasy. All right. Terry's taking a break, no worry. Also, I have a question on Patreon that I'll answer here as well. Someone's a bit confused about how things work regarding my membership levels when it comes to 550 winners. So every month, twice a month, I pick 2 people from the 550 tier and up to get custom model from me. And that's it. They're shared for free like normal, but 2 people get the chance to tell me what they want. All right. I had a lot of emails. I'll respond to the comments later. Cat says, I think I'll be back in a little bit myself. Just taking from this computer for far, far too long today. Yeah, definitely take a break, walk around, get some fresh air. I will be here. All right, I have to have a break for 3 minutes here, and then I will get back to modeling. Saxa says, I'm sad my exams kept me from painting the other things. I really want to do that enchanting table. It looked like it had so many opportunities to paint with, which I'd never done flames. Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Maybe next month. I don't have the theme for the painting competition for next month, but I definitely will be doing one. I'm very excited for it. Hey, are you getting more talkative? It's snack time for Bird. Hello, snack time. All right, let's see. I think we're all set up. Taking a little bit of a break here. I'm gonna move this down, move this back over, and I'm gonna set my alarm on my phone for 25 minutes. My phone is almost dead, so we'll see if it ends up going off. I hope so. I have my charger right here. Hello, Bird. I don't know if you can see because it's like attacking my pen. Are you fearsome? Good, Verbal. Are you fearsome? Cute. As you guys know, it's really common to train parakeets and other birds with like stick training or contact training, target training, whatever you want to call it. Essentially, you just have a stick of some sort or a pen, and if you point somewhere, you get them associated to where they want to be wherever the tip of the pen is, and so you can teach him to like spin around, that kind of stuff. It's very fun. He does a very good job with it. I've done like very, very basic trick training with him. He'll spin in circles sometimes if he's really feeling like it, but it takes forever. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and I'm going to open the other Erica card I have and export the tail, because I don't want to do the tail again. I might grab the hands too. We'll see. Hey you. Hey Seth. This came out so good. I love this model. It's 10 million points, so my computer is struggling because I made this on my desktop. Alright, this alone is like several million points. I don't know what happened here. It's all like glitched. Let's inflate this one section here. Instead of that, maybe I'll try back face mask actually and move brush. I'm not too worried since it's just the bottom of the tail, but it's not ideal. Just hide it under this other feather. There we go, that looks good enough. All right, let me Dynamesh this. Bruno says, what about the contest, Mia? Excited for it. Not that I think I could ever win, but anyway. We just, yeah, definitely still submit stuff. Yeah, that'll be next month. I'm not sure what the theme is going to be, but the winner is going to get a custom model from me per usual. Decimating this as well because it's currently around 1 million points, so I definitely don't want to export something that big. Gosh, this is so laggy and slow right now. Yeah, I'll definitely take the hands too. All right, I'm gonna open up my other file, not saving any changes to this one. Bruce, I didn't enter this one. I'm asking when it's gonna end. Oh, it ended yesterday. Yeah, so voting will be in a day or two. Yeah, I know you did enter this one. I can't remember what you picked. I want to say it was the witch. But I might be, is that the witch or the forest guardian? I might be totally wrong, but I want to say it was one of those two. There we go. Looks much better. Forest Guardian and Werewolf. Oh, okay, I remember both of yours, like, for sure now. Awesome. Bruce says, all right, excited to see who wins. That's some pretty good paints. Yeah, I'm super excited too. All right. Terry said there's some excellent entries, the pumpkin ones. I know they came out fantastic. The Forest Garden's an easy pick, so easy to paint because of how good the model is. Aw, thanks. Just love it. Yeah, very cool. And then just in case anyone else is wondering what we're talking about, I will link that really quickly. So you can't submit to this anymore, but if you guys want to look through entries and stuff, these are all the entries right now. It's funny because you guys will see that in real time when I posted that, and then you'll hear me talk about it like 20 seconds later. Terry, I'm in the hot tub of my phone right now. I can't link too much. Sorry, Mia. Don't worry about it. It's not your job by any means. Zach says, a likely story. I'm gonna add some bags to the belt right here. I might have that somewhere else. I don't think I've shared that with you guys yet. I'm not sure why not. Probably share that after this live stream. There we go. see Zax's ass if Terry's Canadian. Very Canadian. Let's see, Zax mentions that he is in SoCal, born here, moved to Texas, and then came back when he was 28. All right, Terry mentioned, nice, I'll take a trip down there someday. You should, because I live there pretty much too. I'm more Central Valley though. That'd be so cool to have like a one shot with like patrons and stuff, but like in person. That'd be pretty cool. It would require a lot of planning, obviously, but it'd be pretty neat. Just gonna do like a really messy paint job on this really quick, because when I exported these, I made sure to decimate them first, so I didn't keep my poly groups. I'm pretty sure that was an option. That means I can't paint it super easily. And obviously this isn't hard, but it takes any more time than just like clicking once. So it doesn't look like a great paint job up close, but when it's zoomed out, it will get the point across. Good enough. Ooh, this one does have that. Cool. All right, this is looking really nice. Saxa says, to get to Fresno from where I am would be like a 4-hour drive. Yeah, it's a bit. That's a ways. I see someone new here. Erin Dre. Hello. Spin's pretty chill. Just working on an Aarakocra Ranger and detailing the bow right now. Increase Dynamesh resolution a bit. There we go. That's better. Erin, how's it going? Really good. I had this model mostly done because I had forgotten that I had started it months beforehand. Erin says, great, been working really hard the last couple of months on ZBrush, putting finishing touches on a project right now while I watch. Oh, awesome. Very cool. I think it's so cool people have like these multi-month or day or week projects. I usually do stuff in like a day or so, but they're not obviously that polished because they're for minis, so they're so small. But no, I really, really admire when people spend so much time on the same project. They usually come out looking really incredible. Erin says, really digging this Aarakocra. Thank you. Shannon says, I'm working on more than one, but the one I did today is really the first I can say I've been able to get something worth sharing. That is so, so cool though. Let's see, I see a different username I've seen before, enter night. I didn't know you had a YouTube. I just found this from Rabbit video. Your work is so great and the video is super inspiring. Oh, thank you so much. I had so much fun working with Rabbinator, and he was just a really, I get emails all the time from people that want to collaborate and whatever, but he actually didn't seem like a jerk. So I was like, this sounds really exciting. I definitely want to do this. He was just so much fun to work for. I worked with, really. I had no idea that his following was like so kind and just generally positive. So yeah, I didn't expect such awesome feedback. Hello, Purple, I hear you singing. Let's see, my timer just went off, so I'm gonna take a 5-minute break to rest my wrist, and then I will get back to work on this. Super excited for this. That's such a dramatic render. I have the lighting coming from underneath kind of, but whatever. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. All right, so I'm break for a little bit. I feel like I got like this like compression glove essentially, and it's been super, super helpful for any like, sorry, I like punched the mic, for any like swelling or pain I've had. I've been a lot better with my wrist and like resting and stuff, but every now and again I forget it. And Night says, it's all super cool. It's different people that I follow working together. You know, I was surprised how people were like, oh, my favorite YouTubers, my favorite creators working together. Like, I watched Rabbinator's videos before he contacted me too, and it feels cool to be like part of the cool kids, I guess, or like the creators club, I guess. I don't know. It was so weird for me to have people like recognize me before the video as well. So very cool. Saxa says, the only thing I didn't think he covered well enough was resin disposal, which is why I commented about it. Yeah, no, it's super important. But I watched the video, I didn't know, yeah, I hear you singing, hello. I didn't know that he cleaned the vat between every single print. I haven't told him because I think he knows now, but you do not have to do that if you are learning how to do resin 3D printing as well. I don't clean the vat pretty much ever. Saxa says, yeah, it was a cool video. Did you notice a spike in patrons? Honestly, it's hard to tell at this point. The growth of my Patreon has been like broken good recently. So I want to say yes, but I don't really know. It's just been growing a lot, period. I definitely just have more nice people comment my videos, so that's cool. I like that. But let's see, since I'm on my break right now, I'm grabbing a quick little graph right here, which is made on Patreon. So this is my, I don't know if I'm allowed to share this, but it's fine. This is the growth I've had in Patreon. I started in August 2018. That's when I started learning how to start model in ZBrush at all. I started in March of that year. As you can tell, it just keeps growing. But last month and this month have been like dumb good. The green bar is the growth that I've had. And then the red bars are deletes or decrease or anything like that. Those happen pretty much consistently. People have different interests. They have too much money they're spending. I never take any personal offense to it. They've already pledged, so I'm fine with it. Anyway, but yeah, this is ridiculous, and I am so freaking grateful for it. So if you guys have been following my Patreon, you guys probably noticed I've been putting even more into it recently, and that's because I really want to make sure that it's worth it for everyone. Or at least that I'm the most proud of it that I can be, because it's paying all my bills and then some. It's really exciting. That's how Ricky and I live now, is on Patreon, Kickstarter, and I have like 5 sources of income at this point. But anyway, it's probably the biggest and the most reliable one. So yeah, it's been really nice. I'm really, really excited about it. Internet says, I backed the Halloween Kickstarter, but I haven't subscribed on Patreon yet, but definitely will soon. Well, thank you. Thank you for that support too. And you don't have to, of course. Like, I appreciate the support on Patreon too, but don't feel like you have to. I'm very excited just to have people in general. Let's see. Bruno says, wow, and Aaron says, congrats. Thank you guys. Yeah, no, I was shocked by it. It's kind of hard for me to, it's weird because like I'm very grateful for it, but it does make me kind of anxious too, because I'm a very like analytical person, and it's hard to not have like a reason exactly why it's growing so much. As far as I know, I didn't go viral secretly somewhere. Like, I don't know what's happening, but people are giving me money now, and I'm like, why? Like, they always have, obviously, but I know you're seeing because I'm talking. But way more than usual, so I'm very appreciative of it, but it did stress me out a little bit, because I'm like, where are you coming from? Saxon says, I would subscribe to your website so you get all my money, but I'm afraid of losing functionality. Yeah, that's fair. I'm actually going to be working on the website tonight, specifically, to like, I just want some things to be more polished in general. The biggest difference between my website and Patreon is on Patreon, you can now go down to my membership tab, and it'll bring you to your rewards. If you go to my website, you have to like keep an email, and I don't really know a better way to do that yet. So we'll see. If you guys have ideas, let me know. And Zach says it's the headphones. Definitely the headphones. I do notice something, people support my Patreon versus other 3D creators. I do notice that they tend to support more for me rather than what I produce, and I'm really grateful for that, because it's easier for me to sell myself than it is to sell my models sometimes, just because I am still working on my models and improving them, but I've been working on myself for 23 years, and I'm an okay person now, so. Internet says, I'm excited to learn about sculpting. Gotta figure out where it fits my schedule. Once I figure it out, I will absolutely back you. Yeah, it's a lot of time, so good luck. And also the fact that you release models for free is a huge reason why I want to back you. You know, it's so funny because here, let me pull up that graphic on Patreon if I didn't close it. I closed it, whatever. You guys looked like February. I had like a ton of deletes. Like, people were so pissed at me when I first released my models for free. A lot of people were really happy though. But what I noticed was my like fan base or whatever completely like flipped, which is great. Because the people that I had before were like super demanding. They were like, I'm giving you $1 a month, so model this. And I'm like, you're giving me $1, boo. Calm down. Like, I'm not gonna model you shit. Anyway, so it's cool now because it was stuff for free. I get to make what I want, and people are super nice. So it's very nice. I know, you were singing and making all the noise. You're gonna get booted. You're gonna get booted to your big cage again. Do you wanna come out? You can. I'm glad you guys can see the cage now, so it's not I'm just talking to like nothing. Like, you guys can see what I'm talking to. Also, I'm really excited. I want to see I want to see what's winning on Patreon because I have my March poll going right now. Let's see. Oh wow, it's really, really close. We're almost exactly tied. We have 120 votes so far. And yeah, you guys can see what I voted for too. It's kind of awkward. I vote in all my own polls. I don't know. I want to have a vote. I want to have a say. So I voted for everything but demons. Like, I will do a good job if they win, but like, I'm way more excited about these other three. But yeah, ooh, that's exciting. And yeah, if you're a patron, go vote. Because that's something you guys paid for, so. All right, we're gonna get back to modeling pretty soon here. All right. Knight says, actually I went ahead and backed at $1 and will up it once I can do other stuff. Aw, thank you. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate that. Go vote. With your $1, you can now vote in polls. Brandon says, we don't think you're delusional, Mia. Don't worry. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad. Are you attacking your swing? Crazy bird. Such a good bird. I know you guys can barely see like what it looks like, but the giant circle in there it's a swing. And it makes a ton of fucking noise because there's bells in the bottom of it. If you guys are lucky, you'll see his little blue blob. He sticks his head in the bells and it's very, very cute. He can't get his head stuck or anything, don't worry. I mean, if he does, I'm with him like 24/7, so it's fine. Zaxis says, I want demons because I can pull really crazy things from the Fiend folio. Yeah, that's cool. Erin says, would you be willing to take a look at my model over Facebook? Heck yeah, send it to me. I would love to see that. Internet said voted, give me them turtles. Like, I've never wanted to make a turtle, but I thought about doing it more like an aquatic way, like a sea turtle way. I'm like, that sounds fun. I have a good friend of mine, Walker, who is making like a coral turtle. So it's all like aquatic and cool, and I want to do something like that too. Hi, Bunny Bird. You were so cute. Yes, you were the cutest. Did you want to come out? Nope, you just gonna sit in there. At some point, you're gonna see like a parakeet like zoom across the screen. I guarantee it. He knows the apartment layout super well, so when he gets sick of me talking, and that does actually happen, he gets really cranky. He'll just fly home. Erin says, "Sweet, thanks." All right. So I think it's been enough time. My wrist has been given a break. I don't know. I still love that Zach's like, it's the headphones. That's why you're making money now. I would love that. That'd be such like a dumb reason. Also because most of the other 3D modelers are men, so I love the idea if they're like, oh, that's how I need to make money. And having like all the other 3D modeling artists wearing cat headphones and live streaming to try and get more money. I don't know. I find it super funny. Yes, Verbal. He's singing. If I look at him, he stops talking. Internet says, yeah, I love aquatic take on it. That seems the most unique to all the options. Awesome. Everyone's twirls are really cool. Lots of people work on them in Discord. Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna take a small break and actually want to see what Erin's working on. I won't like give you direct feedback if you don't want it, but I'm gonna look at it because I'm excited. I don't know if I have it yet. Maybe you didn't find me. Oh, you're under a message request maybe? Yeah, I didn't get it yet. Maybe it's just taking a second. I'm hoping you sent it to the right, Mia. Oh well, I'll look for it later once it comes up. Internet, BRB, ordering cat headphones. Surely I don't need to actually learn to sculpt first. Guys are such dorks. Erin says, please do. Well, I will at least type back my feedback. For some reason, I didn't see it in my inbox. I checked my filtered messages too, because for some reason, that's a thing on Facebook. I know it's to protect you from spam, but what it ends up doing is me just not seeing messages I'm supposed to see. Oh well. Erin says, oh, on your M3DM page. You should get a notification. I should go back. I want to see it. Because usually I get a notification, but Facebook is being stupid and not sending me a notification. Aha, I see it. Oh, it's so cute. You know, there's parts of it that look like they weren't done in ZBrush. They look like perfectly like the eye looks so like a good 2D animation, which is not a bad thing. She's super cute. It's a Cyclops, in case you guys were wondering. I don't know if he wants me to share it on like the main screen or whatever. Let's see. The best part about this, so to me the most, would be the hair on the tips of like her pigtails. Those are very cute and they're very well done. If you want it for 3D printing, inflate it just a little bit so they all kind of like touch. But if you don't want it for 3D printing, then just don't worry about it. Let's see. I like the horns on her head. They all point straight up, which I kind of like because it's kind of like a crown. So if you want to lean into the crown thing, maybe like actually make it a crown. If you don't, I would suggest taking the 3 horns on top of her head and angling them a little bit, just because otherwise having things that are perfectly parallel to each other can be a little bit jarring from like a design perspective. The bow on her dress is like adorable too. This is very cute and not what I expected, but very, very cute. I'm glad I could like actually talk. It's so much easier to talk it out than typing. Let's see, Erin said, yeah, you can if you like. I'm not done with lighting and stuff. Awesome, then I'm going to share it because I just want you guys to see what I was talking about and the feedback that I just said. I think that could be so fun at some point to like do feedback on live streams. I mean, I do that in Discord anyway. But yeah. But yeah, this is what Erin has made so far, and she is super cute. So I mentioned like this is the best part of the model, I think. And then the horns either make it more like a crown or angle them a bit more. But I think they're very, very cute. I like it. All right. Erin says she's based off of a pin on an artist I follow. Oh, awesome. I'll definitely check that out afterwards. Terry says 17 watching. That's awesome. Hi, everyone. Oh, I didn't notice. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry. I was just doing a review and said, I'll get back to modeling. All right, let's get back to this. So this actually came out pretty good. I'm actually going to export this into the weapons folder. I swear I'm not trying to plug my Patreon, but if you are a patron, and if you're on the $3 or up tier, you can use this bow for your own models as well. So it'll be under assets and it will be under weapons. So just bow. There we go. All right. Okay, he's having a snack. Having a snack? Yes, you're so cute. You're gonna come out? He's really thinking about it. You'll know because you'll have like this ridiculous war cry as he flies over me. Yeah, and Terry just linked my Patreon. Yes, that's how I make money. All right. I'm gonna make sure that this belt isn't too thin. I'm not sure what to put on the belt actually. Let's see, she's a ranger, so really just any little bits and bags would be helpful. I don't want to make it look like a bandolier by accident though. Zaxa says, I don't have enough money for ZBrush yet. That's totally fair, it's super expensive. Though, if you did want to try it out, there is a free trial for about a month, and you can pay for ZBrush Core. It's only $10 a month, which is pretty fantastic and affordable. And no, I'm not sponsored by ZBrush. As far as I know, they don't do that. I think I'm just gonna put a bunch of little like bags across that belt because I don't know what else to do with them. Zach says da da da. Or time. Ah, yes. That. What's time? Who needs time? Zach says honestly, it's the time. That's fair. I get it. I already forgot where I kept my stuff. I really need to organize my folders again. Ah, what did you just move? Whatever happened, I didn't want that to happen. There, I moved it back. Good. I was like, oh no, it's commissioned work. I don't want to share that with everyone by accident. Anyway. I could give her a tambourine, but I won't. Let's see. This is one of the little bags I've made before, and I'm going to just put a bunch of these. Oh good, and Terry just linked my Thingiverse for all my free models. And I don't always say my free models, they're all free, but yes. Check them out. Let's see, let me restart the music I was listening to because it just ran out. And again, for anyone new that is here, this is what I'm listening to. It's wonderful. It's Pokemon music with rain over it. And it's just the best. Okay, back to work. I color this, probably that bright brown I think would look really good. Bruno says, by the way, Mia, were you able to recover the fantastic water elemental? I haven't done it yet because Lenovo has been super slow. They're ordering parts. So, yeah, I guess I'm just waiting on that. I'm not even sure when they're going to be here, but from what I heard, the parts aren't going to be here until February 28th, so I probably won't have my desktop working until March, which is a bummer. That's okay. Zach says, but Terry, tell us where we can support this fine artist on Patreon. I mean, he linked it like 4 messages above, but I still appreciate the effort. You guys crack me up. I so miss live streaming. I'm so glad I can do this again. It's really not that hard to live stream on my laptop instead of my desktop. I just didn't want to set it up because I was in denial. I was like, oh no, my desktop will be up and running in no time. It's been like a week. Let's see. Saxa says, what are you sculpting on right now? I am sculpting on, it's a tablet. It's a Huon. Other than that, I don't know much about it. I'm sorry, I'm totally useless when it comes to stuff like this. I researched it a bunch, and then once I have it, I forget what it's called. Here we go. If you guys go to my website and get my equipment, this is what I'm using. There. I'm just gonna link it. I'm not expecting anyone to buy it. I'm just saying. There it is, in case you're curious what tablet I am using right now. It's not what I usually use. Oh, entirely my Kickstarter. It's just a linking party, isn't it? All right. Oh, I need to set my timer on my phone as well. There we go. So right now I am duplicating this a bunch of times, but I didn't have to do it this way. I could have gone to Beef my brush palette and create insert mesh, and I'd create a brush and I could just keep like painting them on, for lack of a better word. If you're wondering why I didn't do that, it's because I forgot. And now I'm mostly done, so oh well. It would have saved me like 15 seconds. Aaron says, oh, I was looking at one of those on Amazon. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. And if you use my link, I get money. That's a total side thing. I'd get like $2, so it's really not a big deal. All right, my active points is 1,000,000, so this bag has way too many polygons for how big it is. That's fine. This is totally gonna look like a bandolier. It's fine. Terry's gotta run for a little bit. I'll see you later. It looks pretty cool. And I mean, it's an eagle. I think it's pretty clear that she doesn't have like a machine gun. Like, they're little bags. It's fine. I don't like that I did such a light brown though, because it's drawing way too much attention. So let me instead make them a bit darker. There we go. Aaron says, well, I'll be happy to give you $2 when I spring for it. Woo. Daxa says, it's not a percentage of what we buy. Oh no, it is. What is it? It really depends on what the goods are, but it's anywhere between like 3 to 10%, something like that. Daxa says, from what I understand, you get money even if we buy something different. Yes, that is true. So I don't know if I'm allowed to like promote that, but if you guys bought like your groceries from Amazon for some reason, and if you clicked on my tablet link and then bought whatever you wanted, I end up getting money for that anyway, which is kind of broken and weird, but really cool. So Daxa says, I mean, why else would people buying such interesting things? Yes, because I do not have links for those. If you don't know what he's talking about, Zax is talking about the fact that people seem to frequently buy sex toys with my links, which is fine because I am making money off of it, but it's funny and it's dirty money. I don't care. I don't judge. But I thought it was very funny. And let me tell you, the first time it happened, I was so confused because I thought you have to buy something that I have a link for directly. So I was like, when did I do this? I didn't buy these. Aaron says, does it tell you what they buy? It sure does. It sure does. I don't know who did it, but I see it. And like after I said in the live stream that I noticed it, it happened a lot more. So I feel like whoever does it is watching this live stream and is like both joking and serious. I don't know. Saxa says, it doesn't tell who buys, just what they bought from Understand. You would be correct. Hey, funny bird. So I'm just dynameshing these right now because they're currently at 1,000,000 points. So if I re-dynamesh them, now it's only at 93,000 points. So it's using up a lot less and it looks just as good. I'm gonna add some wrinkles to the shirt. Because I think the shirt would be fairly baggy. I should exaggerate the wrinkles quite a bit, otherwise there's no hope for them showing up on a 3D print. If I'm being real, a good amount of this won't show up anyway, but that's fine. Aaron says, okay, well now I'm going to find the most ridiculous thing I can. I mean, I make money from it if you buy it, so go for it. Find something bougie. Find like, I don't know. Find something that's like gold or diamond encrusted. Have fun. Saxa says, I thought all that affiliates get more money than charities. I felt that one personally. I know, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? That says it's not an attack on you, more of an attack on Amazon, the way the world is. Oh yeah, no, I didn't feel bad. It's just so true. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have said I felt that personally then, because that didn't make any sense. Like, I don't know, like I felt like in my soul, my heart. That's what I meant. Not like I was offended. I don't know. I'll pick better words. Goodness, these wings are so in the way. And low poly and ugly. Go away. There we go. Man, I thought putting these on would be like really quick and easy, but it's actually being a huge pain. So you know what? Screw it. It does look kind of cool though. What's up with that? Oh, I had symmetry on. That's what's up with that. Nah, this is too much pain. Instead, I will do some stitch work. I have a better stitch brush that I like right here. There we go. Says, is there a quiver? Oh yeah, I see it. Yep, on her back. That has to be uncomfortable with those wings, right? We'll see what I end up doing with it. I just put the quiver on her back for now because I was like, this has to exist and it has to go somewhere, but I don't know where to put it, so we're gonna go with here. Erin says, ooh, it's a cool brush, right? I love it. Actually says, it's the reason you go for a belt quiver. It's more like I already had this sculpted already, so I just put it on her back. I'll worry about it later. Oh, yeah, Walker's here. Hello. My computer's getting super laggy because there's so many points. I will deal with that in a second. I see everyone is excited about the belt quiver, or whatever it's actually supposed to be called. I agree. I think that would be awesome. This brush is so slow right now. Come on, you can do it. Jesus. Hey, Cat's back. Been back for a few minutes, see lots of new details. Yay, looking good. Thank you. Bruce says that brush leather thing seems so cool, right? It's a huge time saver. If you look closely at all my models, you'll probably see this brush on pretty much all of them. All right, let's see what has so many damn polygons and that's making this run super slow. I'm at 6.7 million points. I'm not sure where it's coming from, so we're gonna find out. Okay, well the body alone is 1 million, which is totally unneeded because there's like no detail in it. Yes, please. Ricky just stopped by and gave me Martinelli's because he's the best.
Hey, people.
Zach says, oh no, someone plucked it like a chicken. Hey, Sullivan's here, what's up? So take it that they were able to fix your computer or using a stand-in machine. Yeah, I'm using a stand-in. This is actually what I already had. I kept this for backup just in case because I am like a super cautious person. So I had backups for everything. I have a backup laptop with ZBrush and tablet. So yeah. Here's my desktop. Kat says, I really should start making my own alpha roll brushes. That stitch brush, which I'm not going to call the Mia stitch brush, looks handy. I think I stole it from Bad King, but I love that. I need to make my own. So, if you guys are curious, to make a brush like this, all you have to do is make this alpha right here, which I really wish I could zoom in. There we go. So if you can just draw that in like Photoshop, then you can make a brush. Pretty cool. Oh, everyone said hi to Ricky. Well, he's already gone. I'm sure he loved it. You guys said hello. Last time when he was in the chat, all you guys said hello to him. He was all excited about it. Because he doesn't interact with you guys, obviously, as often as I do. So he thought it was really cool that you guys all knew who he was, which I mean, go figure. I talk about him all the time. Sullivan says, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. Have backups of your backups. I love that. That's a really good saying. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And plus, this is going to sound not very sympathetic of me, but I get frustrated with some professional artists when they have like a single failure, like any one piece of equipment fails, and suddenly they're like, oh, I can't work at all. I feel dumb that I lost the water elemental. It's the only thing that I lost, but I should have had that backed up too. But yeah, I don't know. It's always like that, oh, well, what could have happened? It's like, I know it sucks that happened to you, but like, you gotta prepare, you know? Especially when it's your whole livelihood, you know? Let's see. So you can decimate and keep your poly paint. Just make sure you click use and keep poly paint. I'm decimating this because it's over 1 million points and it won't re-dynamesh. I'll cheat sometimes and just dynamesh it at a low resolution and it'll reduce the poly count, but not always, so yes. Kat says, I made a few alpha brushes with the MRGBZ grabber to turn a sculpt into an alpha, but nothing intended to be seamless. Yeah, that makes sense. I need to work with it too. I haven't, just because what I have down is working pretty well, which I know isn't the greatest reason. I have no shame in just buying pre-made brushes because that's what I'm paying for. They're usually like $1 or $2 a piece, so I'm like, you know what? That's gonna save me 20 minutes to an hour, which that's worth $1 to me at the very least. Hi, Sunny. Look how fluffed up you are. You're so cute. All right, those shoulder pads, this is before, this is the after, way better. This is still running super slow. For context, this has half the RAM I'm used to. Walker says, in their defense, they probably didn't have the training of SolidWorks always failing on this. That's so true. Kat says, I'll be back again later for still streaming. Your air was looking great, Mia. Have a great evening. See you later, Kat. Thanks for joining in. If you don't know what Walker is talking about, SolidWorks is a really common program used by engineers for like drafting and just geometric hard surface shapes. Bruno says, would be great probably. You have something that automatically backs up to the cloud something. You'll save files when you save on a folder. Yeah, pretty much Dropbox is. Sullivan says, Fusion 360 is decided will no longer launch on my machine, so I feel that. That's a bummer. Yeah, Fusion 360 and SolidWorks seem to have a lot of similarities. Okay, these pants are almost 1,000,000 points. How did I let that happen? Alright, I've shaved the poly count down by about 4 million. So it's moving a little snappier now. It's not great, but it's better. So I'm being careful only to reduce the poly count on things that are not going to bend, or if they do, they're mostly cover. Like the shirt, for example, like you're not seeing. Otherwise, when I go to pose this, it's gonna look all pixelated. Bruno says, wow, you didn't save the water elemental on your Dropbox folder then? Yes, and a Dropbox does that. I know I didn't. I didn't. I should have, I know. I was being stupid. So yes, it was literally my fault. How much time is left on my timer? About 3 minutes. Alright, so let's be right back, switching to mobile. Sounds good. Versus, that sucks then. Oh well, shit happens. Yeah, I mean, in all likelihood, you'll be able to get it back, no problem. I think. We'll see. I don't want to jinx myself. Walker, I'm ahead out. I have so many lab reports to grade. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, thanks for joining, Walker, and have fun grading lab reports. It sounds not fun at all. So right now I'm starting to group things together that I know will move together, and then I will polygroup them as well. If that doesn't make any sense to you because you're like, well, everything moves together, let me know and I'll explain. I know most of you guys watch this because you find it interesting, but if you're watching this to try and learn something, definitely feel free to ask questions. All right, my timer just went off. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and just get this grouped up. And once this is all grouped up the way I want it to be, then I'll take my 5-minute break or whatever. Flashboard of me complaining, and my wrist hurts. All right. So I'm organizing things that are independent articles into this items folder. So for example, her weapon, all these little pouches and stuff, and the belt across her, those move separately. So does this piece right here. That's going to bend a lot as she does too. So I want to make sure that's a separate piece. So I can deform that appropriately. Add a new folder for body parts, which is going to be her tail and wings, and keep that separate. And I'll pretty much have those hidden. So I gotta pose her, this is what I'm gonna pose. So it's a really simplified version essentially. And then I'll like put all the decorations and stuff back on after the fact. And Erin's back. Hello. Didn't miss much. All I explained was how I'm grouping these together for posing. Oh right, and my alarm went off, so I'm gonna take a break. I was about to start posing. Alright, this is looking really nice. Well, in the meantime, I need to figure out what kind of pose I want to do, but I've been live streaming for a while and I haven't stood up. So I probably should stand up and walk around. Because you know, it's been a few hours. 2 hours. Alright guys, well in the meantime, if anyone here does have any questions as to what I'm working on, definitely let me know. And when I come back, I will answer them.
can actually get over at the moment, that's as far forward as I can go. So, and I can only get the tripod so close and get this close. So if I have a scene right here, then I'm either shooting right here or down here. But with the through one, I can actually get in there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's $20.
Do it.
Or actually $16.
Need it. You do it for your business.
Yeah.
Hi, babies. Hello. What's up? What's up? Hi, Stitch. All right. Hello, lovely people. I am back. Hey, ready? Can you come out? Step. Nope. All right. Let's see. Different glove. I was wearing a compression glove earlier. I don't think I need it anymore. You've ate so much today. All right. All right, some questions. Are you going to use these spheres for posing? Nope, because they're way more trouble than they're worth. And you have to have like proper subdivision levels for that. Or pose when there's like no detail or like no polygons. Otherwise it will lag like a monster. So yeah, all right. Set my timer back and let's go for 25 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's like climbing to the top of his cage and just dropping down. He like hanging like a bat and just, yeah, anyway. He's the best bird. So as many of you guys know at this point, the way that I do my posing is I kind of pretty much just like re-sculpt the model wherever I want, and I tend to split the hands and the arms because that's what usually ends up moving the most. Zach says, Z-spheres sound so much cooler than they actually are. Truer words have never been spoken. If I wasn't doing such a complex pose, like it's like a simple pose but complex at the same time. Here, I'll show it to you guys. I wouldn't necessarily split this up. I could just wing it, wing it. I've always been like this. Anyway, but no, there's a lot of like finesse and just like making sure that her hands and arms are laid just right so it looks like she's actually holding the bow. I know I'm gonna have to tweak it a bunch of times, so that's why I'm not keeping the body part of the same piece. Erin says, I can't seem to get Z-spheres to work without distortion. That's because it's impossible. I'm not saying because it's like a bad program, I mean like it's actually impossible. You're gonna have to do some resculpting no matter what. Faxa says, when were you planning on having the vote for the painting contest? Either tomorrow or the next day. So, pretty soon. Inner Night says, thanks for the great stream, ma'am. Off to bed. This has been great. Yeah, thanks for joining. Have a good night. Aaron says, so you're just masking retained sections? Yep, you got it. That's how the majority do it, I've noticed. They might use Transpose Master, but for the most part, they'll have proper subdivision levels, which I didn't, but doesn't matter in this case. And then just mask off sections and do it manually. guess I think I tried that, but it was stretching my mesh. Just keep practicing, you'll figure it out. It definitely takes getting a feel for. Erin says, had a great entire 2-pound block of cheese. What did I miss? Nothing much. I just realized that this pose is really hard. It's coming together. My reference is helping. This is the pose I'm pretty much doing. It's really awkward. If you really look at it, like what's happening, you're like, this is a great piece of art, but like, it's so awkward, honestly. Like I might just do more like this. I thought this looked weird too. This classic pose is what I was considering doing, but it looked a little too aggressive for what I was wanting. But it would have been a hell of a lot easier. This is coming together though. I'm about to go on my break actually. My alarm went off about a minute ago. So we'll see. Erin says, you mean awkward? Yes. It's quite awkward. That was such a bad joke. Love it. I totally forgot that if I just twist her torso, it's gonna make this way easier. I was like, oh, duh. Totally forgot about that. Erin says, thanks for the pity, love. Xander's like, no bad puns. There are no bad puns. Yeah, Zach says, don't tell us what to do. Agreed. All bad puns are welcome. I mean, there's no such thing as a bad pun. Part of what's making this take so long is ZBrush is this really dumb thing that when you're trying to use the transpose master or the 3D gizmo, it will occasionally snap back to where it was. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like I'm constantly having to remove the same thing back to where it was when I'm trying to adjust it because it keeps glitching back. It's very annoying. So part of her hand looks broken, but overall this is actually coming together. For a second there, I was kind of losing hope. I was like, oh no, I am not going to be able to do this. This is such a mess. But it's actually happening. Sandra says all verb hands are broken. And again, truer words have never been spoken. Let's see, what is going on in the chat? Oh boy. Xander, don't be too rude. Oh, Sarah's like, I'm never wrong. Zach says, that's nice. That's a good response, I think. Bruno, never true either. Well, then I'm it. Fan just says wordplay is for smart people, puns are for children who still pick their nose. Well, I mean, I'm 23, but if you want to say, yeah, I guess it's not too much of a stretch. Cracks me up, he has such like an impassioned opinion on puns. Who hurt you? With puns, presumably. Erin says, I'm going to call it a night. Enjoy arguing about puns. We will. Thanks, Erin. Have a good night. So I just realized I had the legs like backwards. I mirrored them and it looks like so much freaking better. It's ridiculous. This is the before and it doesn't like really make sense. And this is the after and it looks way better. I was gonna say, I'm like, something about this is more wrong than usual. I'll need to readjust the belts and stuff. That's fine. Aaron. Oh wait, one more thing. Pineapple does go on pizza. Okay, bye. Zax agrees. Xander, you want me to load you? No, I think you're easily bothered. This looks so much better. I'm so glad. Because for a second there, I was like, I mean, like, there's something funky happening with this leg still. But overall, I'm glad this worked out. Because I was like, holding a bow is hard, guys. This is so much harder than I expected. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Also, I'm totally cheating. I was supposed to get a break like 10 minutes ago. So, I'm gonna have to do that like now. I can just like totally, or if I'm doing it right, I feel like I can totally read your guys' tone through these texts. I think it's so funny. What? That'd be rude. Why? I would never do anything like that. Words of wisdom. Alright, let's get a render on here. Alright, the lighting's cool, but it's like totally in the wrong direction, so let's see what this does. Next, you're gonna say GIF as jig. Zach says, I truly do like Hawaiian pizza. I feel like that's like, but really though. There we go. That looks cool. Woo! I made something cool, guys. Yay. Also, my music ended like when my break did, so I've just been sitting here with headphones, being able to listen to nothing. So let's get some music back on. You know what? I've been doing this for 3 hours. I might just sign off. I'm feeling very sleepy. I had a big lunch and I am very full. All right. Yeah, I'll have this as my final render. The arrow obviously needs some work. It's just a cylinder. Other than that, I think this model looks pretty good, just right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy to be live streaming again, so I'll probably be live streaming again tomorrow and next day. My official schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And yeah, if you want to watch the rest, or not the rest, but watch this live stream again on your own time, if you're trying to learn how to 3D model, I recommend going to my Patreon and look at the $10 tier, because I have like a lot of hours, like 70 hours of live stream so far. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.